Well, I think the point about Ireland is that it's a rather special small country in that many millions of people in the United States and very large numbers of people also in Britain, Australia, New Zealand come from here, so that if Ireland takes a given position, and if the position means something, there will be attentive ears to that. And I think Ireland did, and from 1957 on to about 1961, the Irish delegation of the United Nations under Frank Aiken did play a useful part for the relaxation of international tensions. All this, of course, is within the limits of what a very small country can do. Well, an Irish foreign minister, by taking a stand detached from the Cold War and aimed in that particular direction, if you see what I mean, he helped to cool it, as we would now say, inside the United States itself. Because since 1961, Ireland has, in fact, aligned its policy with that of the United States. Ireland goes along on all important matters with the United States. This, to my mind, is both regrettable and unnecessary, in that Ireland is not under any real form of pressure from the United States. We're not trying to borrow money from them. We're not dependent on their aid. We don't belong to their military bloc. We could take a line every bit as independent as that of Sweden. There was also, of course, a special phenomenon at a given time which helped to form this, and that was a certain kind of clerical pressure. In 1957, when Ireland for the first time voted against the United States on the question of the representation of China. I won't go into the technical details of that, it's a very technical matter. But Ireland did that, and at that time, the Republican government, the Eisenhower government, called out Cardinal Spellman to the rescue to put the heat on Mr. Aiken and his government. Cardinal Spellman used his diocesan press to denounce Ireland for going red and so on. And this was played back by the sections of the Catholic hierarchy in this country. And the government at that stage took fright. That's what it amounted to. This is way back in 57. And in effect, they're still running from the effect of that. Although, of course, this factor no longer really applies. As I mentioned at the meeting the other night, the Pope is now distinctly to the left of Mr. Aiken and the Irish foreign policy. But, you know, once people get scared, they tend to stay scared.